Minutes, sponsored by Sinclair Heating and Cooling for 24/7 comfort on call.
Good afternoon, Brad.
Well, after 3 days of terror, three previous days we had
resting
stories
a
that
little
were
easier.
creepy. Yeah, here's some fun stories about space, okay? A chunk of the moon appears to be orbiting near the Earth, so says this new study. This isn't something that happened recently. It probably happened eons ago. A meteorite hit the moon. A piece of it blew off, okay? They know that it is a piece of the moon because they've done what's called a spectral analysis, where they can kind of look at the chemical composition, and it's identical to the moon. So they're pretty sure that it's a chunk of the moon.
A loose fragment.
Yeah, so here's another, some more information about it. They discovered it in 2016, so about 7 years ago. It's only between 120 and 300 feet in diameter, and it orbits within 9 million miles of our planet. In fact, NASA's JPL actually released this little video, which is interesting, so you'll be able to see how it orbits the Earth. And notice here, the Earth is on the right-hand side of the screen, but the little chunk, at times it's in front of the Earth, at times it's on the side, behind the Earth, so that's its orbit now. They've been able to calculate by its orbit and the gravitational influences of the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun, and the other planets, that this thing will probably be with the Earth for a few centuries, and then it will eventually escape and go back into space. But it makes you wonder how many other chunks of the moon there might be out there somewhere.
Right.
We've had numerous stories on NASA's OSIRIS-REx. That was the spacecraft that took the sample of the asteroid. It was back on October 11th. They had the big reveal as to what they found, okay? And the bottom line is, when they started opening the capsule to retrieve the material, and the material's still in the capsule to this day, this was all just bonus excess material that was outside of the capsule, okay? But there is still a problem, and they can't get to the main bounty or bulk of the sample because they're locked out. There's two faulty fasteners, and this is the problem, Jeff. This is the problem, because it's in this sterile, airtight container. When they built that container, they put all the tools they were going to need in there, okay? And they don't want to contaminate that specimen. But now they need some different tools, and they don't know how to get it inside the container.
They can't run out to the garage.
Well, they could do that, but then you're going to break the seal. So that's part of the problem there, big holdup. Okay, how about this one? NASA's Lucy mission. We've never talked about this one. This is yet another spacecraft that will explore asteroids way out near Jupiter. It's on its way there now, and it actually encountered another asteroid. This one, which they snapped the picture, and NASA was expecting to do this, is sort of a dry run, actually, you know, because the spacecraft's moving at like 10,000 miles per hour. It's going to zip right by, but you know, you have to calibrate your equipment and everything. It was a good opportunity. They were surprised to see that this asteroid also has a little baby moon that orbits it. This asteroid, by the way, is about half a mile in diameter. Okay. Now, last but not least, this just happened last week. International Space Station. 2 spacewalking astronauts making some repairs outside of the station. One of them drops their tool bag and it drifts away. Now you have to remember that that tool bag's traveling the same speed of the International Space Station, thousands of miles per hour. So it becomes a rather fast-moving projectile, but NASA says, we've taken a look at the trajectory. I don't think the astronauts nor the station is at any main risk, but it does go to show you that there's yet one more piece of space junk
Out there.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't hit us in the head.
Right.
Right. Thanks, Brad.